On Tuesday to Wednesday night, 19 Russian drones infiltrated Polish airspace. Those posing a threat were shot down by Polish and Allied forces, with Dutch, Italian and German soldiers taking part. That is not the only dimension of this attack though, as from the earliest hours of September 10th, a large-scale disinformation campaign on the issue began, led by Moscow's state media and so-called military bloggers. The messages being spread ranged from "the drones were not Russian" and "it is all Ukraine's fault" to even wilder figments of imagination. Some of these sources claimed that the war with NATO has already begun and Russia has launched an invasion of Poland. Others informed that large Polish cities have been attacked and shown fabricated videos and photos of drones burning on their streets. This is nonsense, this is fake news, this is a disinformation attack against Poland.
Atak dezinformacji na Polskę.
Commented Jacek Dobrzyński, spokesman for the coordinator of the Polish intelligence services. Since the incident-related Moscow-aligned false narratives have been boosted by tens of thousands of propaganda accounts also present in the Polish-language corners of popular social media. Poland's Digital Affairs Minister Krzysztof Gawkowski elaborated on this during his Wednesday evening's press conference. Poland is being subjected to hybrid disinformation activities, and now we can be certain that all that happened is a Moscow-planned operation. We have long been identifying pro-Russian social media accounts and keeping them under surveillance. High number of those have been dormant for weeks and now reactivated, which clearly indicates that disinformation is one of Moscow's tools of war. Krzysztof Gawkowski said, adding that such online disinfo is intended to promote the Russian narratives surrounding the incident. Some Polish far-right politicians were also among those spreading Moscow-bred disinformation, in a notion labeled by a number of commentators online as showing their true allegiance. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk addressed the issue in a Thursday morning social media entry. As he wrote on X, spreading Russian propaganda and disinformation in today's situation is an act to the detriment of the Polish state, aimed directly at the security of our homeland and its citizens. Stupidity and even more so political views should not be treated as a mitigating circumstance here. As Poland's Digital Affairs Minister pointed out, lies spread by Kremlin-aligned propaganda outlets and their internet cronies include false claims that the incident was a deliberate provocation by Ukraine and some EU elites, aimed at dragging Poland and NATO into direct confrontation with Moscow and influencing the US president to turn him against Russia. Another version of related Moscow-aligned disinfo is that Ukraine purposely directed Russian UAVs into Polish territory using electronic warfare. To combat this, we will coordinate messaging and we will refute this propaganda. I will also use this occasion to make a powerful appeal to the media and to the public. Please always verify the things you hear or read, especially if you plan on sharing them. Remember, any information of such caliber can be easily verified on official government websites and channels. Emphasized Deputy Digital Affairs Minister Paweł Olszewski, as he added disinformation is an element of Russia's fight against Ukraine, Poland and NATO, which aims, among other things, to polarize and divide the society both locally and internationally. Russia's disinformation activities attempt to obscure the perpetrators, mainly through using blurry terms like unknown objects, as well as promoting speculations that it's uncertain what flew in and where it came from. They also ridicule the Polish state's response. The goal is to shift responsibility away from Moscow and spread disinformation about alleged Ukrainian involvement.
Dezinformacja o sprawstwie ukraińskim
told Polish radio Kamil Basaj, cybersecurity expert and president of the InfoOps Poland Foundation.
zastrasza eskalacją, zastrasza wojną.
Russia intimidates with escalation, intimidates with war, and this is in fact a psyops framework. Continuous exposure to fear-inducing events like airspace violations by missiles or drones, but also acts of sabotage such as arson, produces psychological effects. The resulting anxiety is a weapon itself, used to enforce conciliatory attitudes, submissiveness towards those responsible for the violence. This is clearly an element of psychological warfare.
To jest element operacji psychologicznej.
The expert concluded. So please do not become a tool in Putin's hands. Always verify the news you read or hear, especially ones clearly weaved to evoke your anger. Demand sources and bases for all claims, cross-check them against trustworthy media outlets, and do not shy from visiting established fact-checking websites. For News from Poland, Marcin Matuszewski.